Hey yo, the pizza here. Let's see. Stream. If only I could see my chat on this side. How do I hide this? Screen, on the screen. Hello, maths viewers. Today on How It's Maths. Oh, okay. That appears on that side. 1 second. Okay. Looks better. One small problem, I can't see my own chat, which I guess I will have to use my phone for. Not optimal, but okay. Let me check again. Do my stream be working? Your channel? And indeed, it says I'm live. Also says one person is watching. Okay, let me check my chat function. Test. Good. It works. Can I overlay my own? What was it again? Alt T. Oh, it did show up for a second. So I can get an overlay, but it looks like I can't get a. Like I can't chat there. Okay. Does it show my overlay? Oh, it does. That's awkward. Well, enough chat. Instead of starting with a past paper, I'm going to be starting with these two questions, which users have requested. Boom. Fine. You just do these questions then. Resize. 80. That's better. Okay. I much preferred having the chat visible to me. Yes, hello Nepali Sharma. 1 second, I'm going to... There. Until then, solve these. Here we have a cone. What is the question asking? Solid cone, this one. Solid cone, this one. Radius 7.6, as shown. Height, all information given. Cut is made parallel to the base. Calculate the volume of the remaining solid. Well, it would be that's not pen, is it? Volume of original, call it OG, cone, minus cone. Fantastic already. Cone minus the volume of the small cone. Now, it doesn't give you the radius of the small cone. That's where we're concerned. Because if we knew the radius, we could plug that in here and calculate. Because we can find out this height. Because this is 16, this is 12. 16 minus 12 is 4. So if the cone was original, it would be 4 centimeters more. So what we're concerned with is the radius. How we're going to find that? Answer is a ratio. This is terribly missized. 150. Good. Okay. So the cone, the small cone which we cut out of the big cone, is going to be similar to the big cone. Similar means the radius and the height will be in proportion. So we can write it as a ratio 16 over 7.6 is equal to basically height to radius. It can be radius h over r you can have them both ways, one on top and one on bottom. Doesn't matter as long as you're consistent. 16 height of big one, and the height of small one is 4. Therefore, x, our unknown that we're finding, radius here, is put down here. Now we can solve 16 over 7.8 by cross multiplying. Boom boom. Wing chili. So multiply 16x equals 4 times 7.8. 6, I mean. Fantastic, I don't have my calculator on me. 1 second. I will start screening this up. I'm gonna have to replace the batteries before my exam. Okay. That means, let's keep it on this side. X will be 4 times 7.6 over 16. Answer is 1.9. So the radius is for the small cone is 1.9 centimeters. With this information, we can first increase the size of this, more workspace. Now that we have the height and radius of both the big cone and the small cone, we can calculate their volumes and subtract from each other, given this formula. So let's say, I'll just put it into one big equation. It might look a bit complex. Okay. 1/3 times pi times r for big cone, which is 7.6 squared, times height, which is 16. Big cone volume. Minus small cone volume. So 1/3 times pi. And we learned that the radius is 1.9 squared. And the height is 4. This is 16, by the way, not 1.6. Might look like 1.6. And this will equal number. 1 second as I type this all in. Maybe a bit more than 1 second if we're being precise. 7.6 squared times 16 minus, the brackets are just for clarity. They don't really matter because multiplication happens before edit subtraction anyway, times pi times 1.9 squared times 4. Answer is 952.6. Well, 7. They ask you for 3 SF usually, so just round it off to 3. Cubed. That is the volume of the remaining truncated cone. Do that make sense? Hit them with the Alt T. Thanks, bro. Now I understand. Swaggy. Let's go. This question is also similar idea, but instead of a 3D cone, we have a 2D. Well, you could have treated the cone as a triangle with right angle triangle even. 7.6, 16, 12, 4, cut here, and find what this length is. Same idea as here. Parallel to a base, we have a cut. Calculate the length of BE. Just a ratio. This long side to this long side would be this side, short side to this short side. So we can put this in a fraction. 6.75 over 5.2 plus 2.6 here. This long one equals 5. No, it's not. Be careful here. X over 0.2 x unknown. That's 5.2. Calculate x. I'll just rearrange for x. X equals 6.75 times 5.2 over 5.2 plus 2.6. Number is 6.75 times 5.2, 5.2 plus 2.6. 4.5. X is 4.5. Up here. Nice. I can now delete this file. Whoa. And here you can see my stream analytics. Amazing. 2 viewers. Oh, I don't need this. Past paper. Let's go. Resist the urge to say Bing Chilling. I need to sit down. I have considered putting music in my streams, but I'm unsure what kind of music will suit the mathematics I am performing. Also, no viewers, mega mind face. Okay, let's go. This file is not uploaded. Cry about it. That's not how you spell it, is it? Okay, well, no, just I'm on YouTube. Bad cake. I'm struggling to spell this. Hilarious numbers for our starting so that we can just have funny, very words. Okay, ignore the words. Let's do the maths. Does that look really weird? It does. I can hide this then. Yeah, I think I prefer this one. Let's go. Here we go. This is a paper 2, 2020, code 23. I'm not certain. Summer or is it winter? Summer, S20. Aight. Here we go. Maths. I'm dehydrated. Okay. Hydration complete. Multiples of 8. That's a multiple of 8. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 40 would be, but it's not here. 32. A. That means 1. So I only need 1. 6. A prime number. I think that one looks prime. You can obviously check for multiples to prime. Volume cuboids are very easy. Length times breadth times width. 8 times 4 times 6.5. 8 times 4 times 6.5 is 208 cm cubed. And here we have a isosceles triangle. Find angle BAC. Since isosceles, these two angles match 32, and triangle total 180, 180 minus 2 times 32. 116. Train journey takes 5 hours and 54 minutes. Find out the time the journey ends. I'd like to add the hours first. 9 plus 5. No, it's going down. Screen froze. Plus is 14, and 15 plus 54 is 69, haha. And 60 goes off, so it's 09 plus 1 hour. So it's going to be 1509. It's in that form. Doesn't say AM or PM because it's 24-hour time too. Average speed of the train for this journey is 80 kilometers per hour. Calculate the distance traveled. It traveled for 5 hours, 54 minutes. You can write that as 54 over 60 because we're dealing per hour. That's how many hours it took because we turned the minutes into hours. Therefore, that's time times speed equals distance. My computer decides to sleep. Something is wrong with this. Okay. Let's hope it doesn't go to sleep by itself again. We check the stream's still running. Thank goodness it still is. Right. Times 80 speed. Time. On a calculator, you can have a funky button for mixed numbers, or you can turn that mixed number into a fraction if it suits you. Times 80 gives 472 kilometers. Sophia has a bag containing 4 blue beads and only takes and replaces it. Remember this. 90 times red bead. So it's 7 out of 8 plus 7, which can be 7 out of 15. That's the probability, and expected. Since he replaces it, that doesn't change. So 7 out of 15 times 90. 90 times 90. And you expect it 42 times. Simplify. Indices, when they multiply, the top ones add, so it's p2 plus 4, p to the power 6. Divide, it's m15 minus 5, because division is subtraction of indices, power 10. And brackets are multiply k 3 times 5, k to the power 15. When there are 1-mark questions, you don't need to show working, but I find it better without using a calculator. They don't mean don't use a calculator, they mean show every step of your working, as usual. First step will be to turn everything into a mixed number, from a mixed number into an improper fraction. So 314 minus 2 2/3. Turn that into 3 times 4, 12 plus 1, 13. 13 over 4 minus 2 times 3, 6 plus 8. 2 times 3, 6 plus 2, 8. 8 over 3. And now we need to make the denominators match. So multiply both of these. 13 times 3. 4 times 3. That's 8 times 4 over 3 times 4. That turns into 39 over 12 minus 32 over 12. And now it's pretty simple. You can, since they're like denominator, 32 minus 39 minus 12. So that will give you, what's the difference? 7. 7 over 12. That's your answer. Remember, for this, only writing the answer won't give you marks. Need to show every step of working. Bearing of x from y. It's easier to draw stuff here. From y, let's say y is here. 274. Let's say x is here. Y, x. X from y. This is, remember, it's from north, clockwise. This is 274. From of y from x. From is the point you start from. So you're trying to find this angle. Let's label it theta. What do we know? This is 274. If we know this angle, which is 360 minus 274, 86. Then these two are supplementary. They add up to 180. So 180 minus 86. Minus 86. Bearings can get a little confusing. Best to draw them out. So this is 94. 94, 86, that adds. Remember, it's clockwise from north to y, 94 degrees. Well, calculate the area of a sector of a circle. Angle 42 degrees. Interesting question here. Square centimeters. So I'm going to first convert that into centimeters because it's asked for that. 6.5 cm. And if I make a origin point, bro, do vectors. 1 second then. I will change stream to vector. Just let me pull up some vector questions. Oh gosh, this keyboard is terrible. Questions. IGCSE. Maths made easy. Looks like a promising site. Well, I'll pull up the questions now and I can have them sitting in my Microsoft Paint. Like a temporary question storage. Imagine if I had an assistant who could do getting the worksheets for me. That would be great. However, no. Oh, crap. Actually, I don't need Microsoft Paint. I just got a PDF. Okay, this one. Okay, I've uploaded it. Alright. Tell me when you wish to do vector questions, and I'll pull them up. They're sitting here. I think mark scheme will be helpful. Okay. Tell me when you want to do them then. Yo, OMG, it's Shiri Scandal V2. Radius 6.5. And 42 degrees. It's like a slice of a circle. Imagine that's 42. Area how? Area is pi r squared. So pi 6.5 squared. And since it's a sector, it's angle over 360. 3. Times pi times 6.5 squared, and answer is in square centimeters, 15.5. Solid cylinder has a radius 3 cm, and height 4.5 cm. Calculate the total surface area. Drawing stuff can be helpful in these questions, because you won't miss anything. there's two parts to this, the curved area and the circle area. I swear there's like a short formula for it, but I don't remember it. What I do instead is first get the circumference times height. That is your curved surface area. And of course, circumference is actually 2 pi r times h. And then you have 2 times pi r squared. I'll explain. So your circumference, 2 times pi times 3 times your height gives you this curved side, which 2 times pi times 3 times h, which is 4.5. It's 27 pi. It's curved side. And other than the curved side, there's also 2 more faces you need to account for. Circle and circle. There's 2 of these circles. And the area of circle is simply 2 pi r, which is 3 squared. So 2 pi times 3 squared. Easy, 18 pi. Total of these, 27 pi plus 18 pi. 45 pi. And they want it in cm squared, not in terms of pi. 55 pi is equal to 141. Actually, you can leave it at 141, 3SF. Perfect. Y is directly proportional to the cube root. Okay. Okay. Y is equal to constant times cube root of x plus 3. And we can substitute in these given values when we need to find k constant. 2, 3 equals to 5 plus 3 cube root times k. 2 over third is equal to, mind you, 8 cube root is 2. 2 over third. Showing every step if you're working is not necessary. They're only on key points. Divide both sides by 2 to give 2 over 6 equals k. What is k over x squared used for? Y equals k over x squared. It's the same idea. That would be a different question. Because here it's asking for y is directly proportional to cube root of this. So without the k, it would be y is directly proportional to x plus 3. When you write it as an equation, it's y. No, not equal. Equal k. And if you have given values of x and y, you can calculate k, like I did here. And you can put k back, 2 over 6. Yeah, that's for inverse. If the x is on the bottom half of the fraction, that's inverse. If it's on the top half of the fraction, it is not inverse, it is direct. And they've given, oh crap, I forgot about this. Cube root. Cube root of x plus 3. And they've given you x here. X is 24. 24 plus 3. Therefore, y is equal to 2 6 times 27. Cube root of 27 is 3. So y is equal to 2 over 2. 1. Y is equal to 1. Yes. Makes sense. I hope it does. Total perimeter of semicircle. Okay, interesting stuff here. Semicircle. R. R. This is half. It's half the circumference, which is half times 2 times pi r. Don't need these because they cancel out, so it's just pi r. Therefore, the total perimeter, P, is equal to 2r plus pi r. Is that right? Okay, 2r plus pi r. I can get r by itself. P equals r. Factorizing, wow. And I can now divide this away. P over 2 plus pi equals r. Substitute in a given value of P. 19.02 over 2 plus pi equals r. R equals 19.02 2 plus pi, and r is 3.7 precisely. But I'm going to give 3 SF because it's actually 0.99, 0.70 cm. That's the radius of the semicircle. Ah, yes, inequalities. Great. It's basically linear graph, but a dotted line means greater than. Solid line means equal to. Okay, you gotta write 3 inequalities. Region R. Okay, I'm going to work with this line first. On this line, y is greater than or equal to 1.5. See, because 1.5. All the y values on this. No. Bro. You can treat it as an equation. Let's just say that. Y equals 1.5. If you could write this, because y is equal to 1.5 on that line, then you can write this. But, can you though? You have the line, y. Now you need to know which way the sign will point. I mean, the crocodile's point. Inequality sign this way or this way. For that, you pick an area on R and see if it satisfies that. Y is 2 here. La. Wait, let me just do this question real quick. If y is... So in this point, y is 2. So y is greater than 1.5. That's how you can turn this into your correct pointing thing. You can do the same for the others. So that this line has a gradient of -1, I've noticed. Dotted line. -1x, or just y equals to -x. And y-intercept is 4 plus 4. I'm going to pick an area on the line. here is negative. Which one is... Bruh. Okay, I'll come back to this. Vector. I don't want to authorize that. Vector. Get vectored. Or, yeah. Bat kick. Right. Spell. Spelling. Need calculator. Save to Google Drive. This is a scalene triangle. Point P is halfway along, so these lines are equal because they're halfway. M to K is all information given. Find M to L in terms of A and B. I like to visualize it like I go 2A and go down, go 2A this direction, so that's positive 2A. B this direction, so it's positive B. In terms of A and B, it's going to be 2A plus B. And since we know, and that forms this vector here, made of the components boom and bonga, 2A and B. And it says find M to P. We know that that's half of M to L, because M to L is the whole way, P is half of that. So half of these, easy. Half of 2A, B. On the exam, the mark scheme always writes the A and the B separately. So you try to turn 2 over 2A, have them separately instead of enclosed in a fraction. So A plus half of B. Boop. New point N is to the right of L. L. M to N is 4 times the length of M to P. It's column vector. Okay, there's to the right. Say there's a point N to the right of L. And MN is 4 times MP. So 4 times this. I think it's asking for column vector in terms of A and B, I suppose. So first information is MN, MP times 4. So 4A plus 2B. And I suppose it's going to be 4A, 2B. Let me check the mark scheme. Only look at question 1. 2 ml. Vector representing M to N. Yes, there you go. You can write it like that. Just they're stacked on top of each other. That's what a column vector means. Good. EFG is a scalene triangle. Information written is shown on there. G to H, not shown. Not shown, read carefully. 3 times the length of and parallel to GF. Okay. H is somewhere here. And if this is 1, this is 2. They're the ratio of that. Because this is, the total length is 3 times longer than the G to F. Find G to, hey. First we're going to find G to F. Right? We're going to find G to F. So we can multiply it by 3 later. From G to F, it's follow the line. It's in the opposite direction, so it's negative a minus 5b. And then it's in the correct direction here. Go here and then go here. Plus 3a plus 4b. Simplify that down. Minus a plus 5b plus 3a plus 4b. It's going to look like 2a plus 9b. G to F is 2a plus 9b. So how do we find G to H? G to H is 3 times as long as this, and it's parallel, so it's the same directional vector. So it's 3 times this. G to H is 3 times 2a plus 9b. Just showing that for reference. So therefore, G to H is 6a plus 77b. Boom. In terms of a to b, it is in terms of a to b. Fantastic. A rhombus. It's a rhombus. What does this mean? Each side length is the same. And opposite sides are parallel. So this is also B. This is also B is an extension of AB, so that A to B to E is 4 to 3. Point F is halfway along C to D. It's going to be half A, this direction. Find F to E. Okay, this is actually a difficult question. So we can break it down into steps. First, we can know how long it's from B to E. That's pretty easy, because if this is 4 and this is 3, so 4 over 4A is A to B. Then 3 over 4A is going to be B to E. And it's pretty easy to, the question's pretty easy, honestly, just a lot of steps. What's going to be from F to B? F to B. So look what I'm doing. Instead of going directly from F to E, I'm going first from F to B, then from B to E. Then I'm going to add those together to get my long vector. Okay. What is F to B going to be? It's going to be half an A and negative B, small b. Half an A, because it's the same direction as A. There you go. Plus, actually, no, not plus, minus B, a whole B. Therefore, F to E is going to be F to B plus B to E. Makes sense? We can throw in our numbers. F to E equals, where's B? F to B, half A plus, no, minus B. Oh my gosh, the computer went to sleep again. Is the problem with the mouse? What is the problem with? Help. Gosh. Oh my goodness. The RNG on this bloody device. Right, back we are. What is B to E again? 4/3 of A. 3/4 of A. Now we can simply put like terms together. Wait, what happened here? Why is it 1/A? It's 1/2 an A. It's half an A, guys. So, half A, no, half A minus plus 3/4 A is actually 5/4 A minus B. That is what we're going to write. 5/4 A minus B. Do you want more vector questions? We can check this one. Question 3. Let's go 2A minus. Right, sure. Let's check though. 2 was indeed 6. Yeah, 6A plus 27. That's right. 5A, 5/4A. Yeah, perfect. Good. I'll keep this here. But back to this. So we have our equation of dotted line, which is minus x, which is the gradient, plus y and y-intercept plus 4. Pick a... Sure, no problem. Pick a spot inside R that satisfies it, and compare. I'm going to pick this because it's easier. Is R less, is Y minus 1 plus 4? Which one is greater? See, I got the Y value, I got the X value here. Here, let's see. Yeah, there. Which one is greater? I think 3 is greater than 2. So line points this way. And since it's a dotted line, it's not going to be equal to or more than, just equal to. I mean, just more than. Okay, minus x plus 4. And last line, this one, gradient is 2. Y-intercept is 1. So y equals 2x plus 1. That's this line here. Pick this point again. Substitute in values. 2 equals 2 times 1 plus 1. It's not equal, actually. 3. Which one's greater? This one. Is it? Yeah, I think so. Y is greater than or equal to, because it's a solid line, 2x plus 1. 2x. We can check this. I mean, I already checked it, but is 2 less than 3? Yes. Good. Fantastic. Fantastic. It's a speed time graph. Acceleration of train. change in speed over time, 12 over 40. 12 over 40, you see. Okay, 0.3. Calculate distance between two stations. That means distance traveled throughout, because train is traveling between two stations. From here to here, that's its entire journey. Distance of entire journey. Half, because that's a triangle. We're basically finding area under the graph. And what's the time passed here? 40 minus 250, 210. Time passed here, 50. This section, first triangle plus middle cube thingy, 12 times 210. And second triangle, it's a half base height. No, not plus, there's no plus. Times 12. I got an answer of syntax error. Help. Perfect. This answer seems less syntactically erroneous. Erroneous? What's the word for it? 60 meters. Check. Pay attention to units. This is in meters per second. Yeah, good. Sometimes they give it in kilometers per hour. You have to turn it into meters per second. That would be. It's 1 km per hour. It's equal to 1,000 meters over 6,000 seconds. Keep in mind that conversion. Okay, table shows amount of money. My science teacher would be furious. Oh, well, it's talking about money, so okay, no furious. Amount of money, good. Okay, it shows the amount of money. X dollars given to 60 people. Calculate an estimated mean. Smack dab middle of the class times frequency. So middle of 0 and 20 is 10 times 21. And then do that and add for more. Oh, it's a... Dude, is he going to ask me to draw a histogram? Thank goodness it does not. See that they aren't even. They change. Anyway, half of 20 and 25. 22.5 times 16. Half of 20 and 35. 30 times 6. That's half of 35 and 50. 42.5 times 10. Half of 50 and 100. It's a 10. 75 times 7. Sheesh. Okay, type that massive thing into your calculator carefully, because an error would be disastrous. 42.5 times 10. Ooh, yes, funny music. 75 times 7. Total is 1,700. Crap, not 17,000, 100. By 60 people, total. So total divided by people gives your mean, or estimate of it. Divide 60. $28. Oh, that's brutally low. No, it's legit. Look at that. You can have a general idea if it looks right or not. Since it's money, I'm gonna do 2 decimal points currency. Yeah, you can usually look at the table and see if it's reasonable. 28.3 looks reasonable. If you got something like 3,000, that would be unreasonable. Just use your judgment. 1 viewer, 1 hour. Patty and Anna each invest $2,000 for 5 years. Simple interest, compound interest. This is a brutal question. Why is this in paper? This is paper 2, right? Why is it asking such extended questions? Strange. Anyway. First, we got to find out how much Patty earns, because it's worth the same as Anna's. Simple interest is, well, simple. Principal, 2,000 times time, 5 times rate, 1.25, over, crap, nice line, 100. That will be Patty's Cromer. Actually, yes, times 5 times what I'll explain. 100, 125. That's how much she 25. How much she earns. It says how investment is total of how much she earns and how much she already had there. She already had 2,000 plus 125 interest equals 2125, I feel. We'll find out soon enough. That's how much Patty has. $2125. And how much does Anna have? For compound interest, it's going to be 5 years, huh? 5, power 5. Remember, it's 1 minus 1 plus, actually. Rate, the power time, times principal equals interest. For compound. While for simple, its interest is what is it again? Principal times time times rate over 100. Anyway, given that we know 2,000 is the principal. No, that doesn't go there. That'd be cursed. 1 plus r. We don't know r. Times p. We do know p, because it's 2,000. And we also know that that equals Anna's investment of 2125. Our goal is to find r. We can do that first by dividing both sides by 2,000 to give 1 plus r equals 2125 over 2,000. Crab. 1 plus r equals power of 5 root. Fantastic. Equations can get very murky. And r is that minus 1. Let's calculate that. 5. Typing it in a calculator can be a hassle. 2, 1. Just make sure you get the power of 5 root in there. Minus 1. And that tells me that r is 0.012. Multiply that by 100 to get your percentage. times 100. 1.22. Yeah, I can say that. 1.22%. Said 1.2198. So round it off to 1.122. To see if that's right, you can plug that in here. 1,000 times 1 plus 0.0122 times to the power 5. You should get 2125. The power 5. It's well worth checking your answers, and I've checked it and it's correct. 5-mark question, you don't want to lose marks there. Two shapes that are mathematically similar. Do not assume they are circles. They are not circles. They are wide circles. Flattened and widened. Wide circle. This diagram shows two shapes that are mathematically similar. So it's asking you for ratio plus L. M is it to ratio to the square root of its area. 5 to 0.5. Which is equal to the proportion, because they're of its radius to its area squared, rooted. This is how I like to do it. And now you can multiply, cross multiply to give 134.4. Was 8 times 52.5. M is equal to 8 times square root of 52.5 over square root of 134.4. Let's put that in our calculator. Ha! Sorry, dropped my calculator. But that gives 5, which is a very nice integer number, and I like that. That means I did it right. Good. If your answer looks ridiculous, you'll probably guess that it is ridiculous. It's asking here to complete the square. What I can do is separate this into 9x, divide by 2. Because, in squares, that happens twice. And if they are both 9, does that mean we have a plus 9 here? 9 times 9. 81. We're going to have x squared. And since we added 81, we need to subtract 81. Also have the original 27. This can turn into x minus 9 squared. Wow. Quadratics. Minus 81 minus 27. So you can simplify that because they're like terms. Gives minus 108. So x minus 9 squared minus 108. Almost done with the paper. Almost by, well, it doesn't mean almost. Solve, huh? Solutions would be plus 9 minus 108 and minus 9 minus 108, I believe. Because if it's plus 9, that's 0. Would it be plus or minus? So the stuff in the bracket has to equal 0. It's going to be negative 9 or positive 9. Yeah, I feel it's minus 100. Let's check until 18. I'm gonna hide chat. Oh, hi, I'm Matthias. I'm August. Maths, assemble. Or calculate, whatever the word is. I'm just gonna go through answers, because I believe I showed enough working. Watch this. Bruh. Work. Boom. Tech genius right here. Pain. No, wrong tab. YouTube Studio. Okay. There we go. Let's go. Brrr. Number 1A. 32, right. 36, right. 37, right. Honey, funny. 208, correct. 116, correct. 1509, correct. Correct. Yes. Right. Correct bottom denominator, yes sir. Correct method, yes sir. And correct answer, whoopee. 94 bearing, 0. 1 mark for that minus 108. Yeah, for a sketch. See, you get a mark for a sketch, so be sure to draw 1. This count is working, guys. 15.5. I'll assume that. 141. Yeah, looks legit. 1. Y equals 1. Fantastic. 0. Yes, sir. And this one I was concerned about. X plus y is greater than 4. You can't have... I'm concerned about the form here. It says x plus y is greater than 4. Meanwhile, I have y minus x is 4. I guess they are asking for both variables positive. This is same as this. Other than that, yes, the other two are correct. Y is greater than or equal to 1.5. Y is less than or equal to 2x plus 1. Let's go. 0.3 meters per second squared, yes sir. 3060. 2833, yes sir. 122, yes. 5, I didn't even look a mark scheme for that. I got an integer and I was happy. Whoopee. Believe I did something wrong. X minus 9 equals square root. Ah, I see. I was unsure how to solve this, and now I have learned something new. Because we're solving for x, aren't we? It's not a simple equals 0 thing happening here. As a preliminary, yes, our first one was correct. But how do you do this? I can tell just from the mark scheme how it wants you to solve this. This is the beauty of mark schemes, whoopee. Now that we know from last question, x minus 108 is what this can be written as. That equals 0. Therefore, x minus 9 squared equals 108. What is x square root both sides? X minus 9 is actually 108 square rooted. Grab plus minus because it's a quadratic. Therefore, square root of 108 plus minus 108 plus 9. Which gives me 19.3 for the positive one. Positive value of 108. If I have negative value of 108, no crap. Plus 9 giveth me ha. That's not right. Oh, yes, it is right. Boom. Let's check mark scheme. And yes, these are correct too. Why did I round that? Dude, it says 1.392. I did not have to round that. It's 39. There. How did it work? First I got positive value of square root 108 and added 9 to it. Added negative value of 108 and also added 9 to it to get these. Cool, very cool. I need to remember this when you have this stuff happening. Okay, last couple of pages. 3 pages. Speed run, or whatever considered speed. Class of 14. Glasses, driving lessons, not wear glasses. Ha, this one's easy. The 4 goes outside because both of them do not agree. And using 28 and 13, we can make an equation. 30. 40 minus 4. 2 minus 4. 36 people are here total inside G, within G and D. Oh my gosh, the computer went to sleep again. Oh my goodness. Why? Wake up. Wakey. Type in pin. Keyboard unresponsive. Fantastic. Hmm. $28 minus x. X is the value in the middle, because both of them agree with it. Maths, go! What's 28 plus 13? 41. So there are 41 who wear glasses and have that, but there are only 36 who are inside the two circles. So, how many people add to both? 41 minus 36. 5. X equals 5. 5 people in the middle. So G is going to be 28 minus 5. So 23. And 13 minus 5, or 8. So I subtracted 5 from both sides and took that 5 in the middle. You can total them up. And yes, it does equal, indeed, 40. Cool. Complete the Venn diagram I have. Describe set notation to dictate the region that contains 32 students. $32 students. So this bit contains 34. We're going to find out which addition total up gives 32. 33 plus 8. No. 5 plus 8 plus 4 gives 17. No. 23 plus 8 plus 4, 35. 23 plus 5 plus 8, 36, plus 4. Okay. 23 plus 5 plus 4 equals 32. Which reasons are these? That one, and 4. So we're including everything except only D. How do we do that? Good question. I can write it as D, not D. Everything not D. How do I write only this? I want to write only this, then I would inverse that. How to do? Crap. I could do this, but I'm just encountering brain freeze right here. I think I need water. Being silly. Oh, chat. Chat to the rescue. Emo. G union and not D. Let's see. G union, not D. G and perfect. Why that works? Good, good, good. Union is you basically add on bits. So I add on G. Yes. Then I add on everything that's not D, which is the outside. What I'm left with is this area. That is the area which contains 23, 5, and 4. Yes. So I suppose if I were to do this, I would do just the area with 8. Would do not G union D. Not G. No, that would get me. Yeah, well. Yes. Okay. Turns out I have to review these. Okay. Venn diagram above shows information basketball student. Find number who play. Okay. This is something I can do. The number of people. Number of. It's a logic statement, you see. B and or F means if it's either in B or in F, they both include it. And the union means and they have to intersect, intersection. Union, intersection, or and. H minus dash and not H. My gosh, I don't want to export it. Go home. Not H. Let's do B or F first. B or F. And anything that, see, we have B and F, these region, and anything that interacts with not H. It's going to be this bit, this bit, because it's not H and it's B or F. Ta-da. A number total in those 2 plus 7 plus 6. 6. 9 plus 6, 15. Shade the region PU, P, or Q and R not. So since it's union, I can just go out and shade the first half of it first. And regions that are not Q and R. This is Q and R, so everything except it I will shade. Shade neater than I am doing here on your exam, please. There. Also make sure to shade it dark enough so that it's visible. Diagram shows a pyramid with a base ABCD. Angle that AV makes. Easy. It's a square base. Yes. Okay. Boom. We want to know the diagonal. And this is 11. This is 11. 11 squared plus 11 squared. Pythagoras go brr. $15.5. In intermediate steps, please be accurate, because if you round off every step, you're going to lose a significant chunk by the time you get there. Or you can just use the calculator value again for the next part. Now we know that with the base. Okay. Let me draw it. This is the base. This long line is 15.556. And half of dividing it in half, I get 7.778 for each. And you see 7.778 here. These form a 90-degree thingy with this hypotenuse. Wow. Idea is, if I can draw it, this is the base. This is V, the vertex. 7.778. Here we have it. 7.778. This, and this length is 18.6. This is 90 degrees. And we want this angle. What are we going to use? Cosine, because we have an alternate and we have a hypotenuse. Okay. So, K. So cosine of angle x, you could call it theta for formal purposes, equal to alternate 7.78 over 18.6. Theta is inverse cosine of the whole thing. Angle is 65.23, let's say, round off. 1 dp for angles. Decimal point. Boom. This angle is the point, the main idea here, you gotta visualize it and then it'll work. A vector question. The position vector of t. Position vector is the where it's compared to the origin, which is O. O is the origin, as it says. T. So what is from O to T? Well, from O to T you go A. And since we've been told that STV, SO equals to OP. SO OP. Right, let's go. This is parallelogram. These are parallel. Therefore, A minus B. We follow A and we go back in the direction of B, A minus B. I suppose you could write it as A minus B, but I just prefer that. Position find from R to V. R to V. We are told that S to T is 2 to 1. So if this is A, this is half A. If you want to go this is B, this is minus B, this is half A. Half A minus B. Silence, I'm on the last question, wench.
You say wench?
Wench. Silence, bingus. Show that PT is parallel to RV.
Bro, who watching? How many viewers?
Silence.
How many viewers?
Let's find out. 0.
Ew.
But it's recorded. Show that PT is parallel to RV.
Bold, bro.
PT is parallel to RV. Ooh. Watch. Move. Step back.
Where's V, bro?
V.
Oh, dang.
And if P to T is A minus 2B, P to T is A minus 2B, and R V is RV is half A minus B. Therefore, these are in proportion. This is simply times 1/2. Same proportion of stuff. A to B. It's 1A to 2B. There's also 1A to 2B. So yes, they are parallel. Check answers. From question 19A. Yes, sir. 23, 5. And it's good. That's good. Good. G union, not D. No problemo, bingus. X. X. What? What did it say X was? Shade the region. Shade whole rectangle except for region containing X. Yes. 26.5. Yes, sir. A minus B. Half. Yeah. Okay, yes. It's twice that. Okay, I think it would be best if you would write it as RV. Write that. It's better. Right. This is done. Actually got through a whole past paper in one episode.